Welcome into this Lion Vision update with UNA head volleyball coach Stephanie Radecki. The UNA volleyball team now up to 3-1 record in Gulf South Conference play. We've got 3 matches to cover. It starts with last Friday's loss to West Florida, a tough way to open up the weekend, but we had over 600 people turn out in Flowers Hall.
It was a great atmosphere, one of the best crowds I've seen in Flowers Hall for any sport. It was just, they were in it. You know, they were just really invested in the play. And I think that was a huge tribute to West Florida volleyball and North Alabama volleyball and the tradition that we have against each other. It was high level. It was just really, it was a great match. You know, it's a lot easier to look back on it now, watch the match over again, and feel great about the environment that we had that night and just the level of play that both teams brought to the table.
Two of the really Gulf South Conference premier teams. We've met West Florida in each of the last 2 Gulf South Conference championship matches down in Pensacola, your team, of course, winning. We bounced back Saturday with a 3-0 sweep over Valdosta. Then Tuesday on the road, another Gulf South Conference win over West Georgia. So the good thing, we lose on Friday, but we bounce back with 2 sweeps. We don't let one loss lead to multiple losses.
Right, and I think the girls were really focused Saturday. It was a way different atmosphere in the gym. You know, it wasn't quite as big of a crowd. We had our support there, but it just wasn't as electric. And so then our girls had to kind of refocus in a different atmosphere, and they did a great job. You know, Valdosta has had a lot of injuries this year, and they unfortunately had one during warm-up. And so their team is really frustrated, but they're very talented. And so I thought it was really important that our team kept their focus and were able to execute that day.
It's still very early on in conference play. As I said earlier, 3-1 conference record, but what's the feeling with this year's team so far? Have you liked what you've seen?
Yeah, I mean, they've continued to step up. You know, as a coach, you're always the biggest critic, and I know that I get on them a lot to continue to get better and continue to improve and change some things that we feel are our weaknesses or they aren't our strengths. And they've done a really good job of just being able to execute, finding ways to win. You know, we're sitting at 13-3 right now, and you know, after a practice, our staff will be a little frustrated, and we'll have to remind ourselves, see, we're 13-3. Like, that's a pretty big accomplishment right now, and we're just kind of looking each match at a time and going to try to continue finding success.
Kind of an odd schedule this coming weekend. 1 match on Friday against UAH. You get a few days off, and on the road to Shorter on Tuesday. So UAH, 7 p.m., always a rivalry between any sport with UNA and UAH. What do the Chargers look like?
The Chargers are looking very good. They have been very successful this preseason. Our records are pretty similar. You know, they're very strong. They have some big hitters with heavy arms, and they just play hard, and they play their style very well. We're really excited about Friday night. I think it's going to be a great atmosphere with soccer and volleyball both playing at the same time. I know that's not ideal, but it also creates a lot of just UNA excitement around Flowers Hall and around the turf, around the field. And I think that's kind of fun and exciting that fans can kind of come and see both and kind of go back and forth and check out both teams that are having a lot of success right now. And I mean, who isn't more fun than soccer right now with their national ranking? So it's pretty exciting.
And I think I said on the road on Tuesday, but that's actually a home match on Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday for UNA students. Shorter, though, since they've come into the conference, they've had a pretty good volleyball team.
Yeah, Shorter's been one of the best teams in the Gulf South Conference since they joined, and we've created a little rivalry ourselves. So that'll be a big match for us. And, I mean, who can't turn down a Taco?
Should be a fun weekend. Friday night, UNA soccer and UNA volleyball both playing at 7 p.m. 1 ticket, that's all you need, gets you into both matches. Come out and support Friday at 7 and next Tuesday against Shorter.